Hi.
Hello.
Fucking stranger meat.
Okay. So we were just recording our pre-drinks episode, and I just thought of this story at the end of it, but I wanted to I'm just gonna say if this part's redacted, it's because Chris said no, but I'm sure he won't have a problem with it. He was telling other people, so I think that gives me the clear, especially because this is being released a few weeks after this incident. So Chris is on tour right now. He's doing a couple shows in Texas this weekend, and he did a show last night. And he messages me, and he's like, "Yeah, this nice dude at the club came up with a brisket sandwich and like just gave it to me." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Did he like work? Like he doesn't know, but it would taste as good."
I could never. Like, that's like such a male privilege to be like, oh, here's a sandwich. I'll eat it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, you're like, you take it because you don't want to be murdered. And then you throw it out.
Because you don't want to be murdered.
Yeah.
Okay. And then today, so it's been one day. He's healthy. He's
Nothing's happened so far. That's good.
But he was hanging out because he's opening for another band right now. So like they have their touring manager and everything. So he's hanging out with them all in the green room, and he's telling them this story. He's like, "Oh yeah, this nice guy yesterday gave me brisket." They all just started roasting him for eating it, and he's like, "Isn't that a Texas thing?"
Oh my god.
And I literally told him that. I was like, this is the epitome of privilege right here, that you will just accept and eat stranger meat. And now he's like, that could have been human. But I'm like, it could have been. We'll never know.
Never know now.
You left no evidence.
Man, I want to know.
So this is like a brisket guy now in Texas. Thank you. Apparently you made good
Thank you. Thank you for not killing her husband with your sandwich.
At least that we know of. Maybe it's slow acting. We're only on day one.
Yeah, wait, it's been 24 hours. I think food poisoning's done. Like, if you ate raw human meat, you're good.
Unless
it
this is how the zombies are being made.
Oh,
He's going to be
brisket?
ground zero.
Brisket.
Jessica's going to transmit it because she'll be like, oh, I love you. And then they do
But
it.
you don't have to
And
worry
then
about
she's
if you're
gonna
taking
become a
Chris or
zombie.
not, like, for your thing, because he is the zombie.
Oh, he was
Well,
right
now
all along.
because it's transmitted.
No, I'll get him before he gets back. He's not going to be back till like the end, like in a couple more days. So hopefully it'll be all
Zombied out by then.
Yeah.
Like raged out on the airplane.
No. But yeah, so I figured we start off with stranger meat.
Stranger
Sounds
meat.
good.
I have never had stranger meat. I don't think I ever would. Like
I've had street meat, but not stranger meat.
no, street meat is amazing. Oh my god, it's like the best meat you can have inside your body. Like not stranger, like it's not.
I'm
like
pretty sure it's great F meat, but I don't care.
I don't care. Like it could be like somebody's like pet rat. It's amazing. It's so good. Street meat's the best meat.
I feel like as long as I don't know, then it's fine.
You
know, if it
never
tastes
ask how the
great-
bologna is made. You never
Yeah.
ask.
If it tastes great, looks great, I'm like, okay, cool.
smells good. It has to smell
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But like
Hopefully the brisket
context is
smells good.
important. Like I used to eat at potlucks and stuff. Technically, that's stranger meat.
Technically,
Yeah. Did you know the people at the potluck though?
Sometimes you kind of know them. Sometimes it's like really big potlucks where it's like an entire
hate
office.
potlucks. Hate it.
Now I hate potlucks. Like now, as I gotten older, I'm like, I can't trust any of y'all. Like
TikTok has ruined me. Like they prepare all these things. White girls on TikTok have ruined so many food. Like, oh my gosh, why? Why are you preparing that way? Like, wash your counters, wash your hands. I don't know. I think it was Dom Marie. She showed somebody make something. She's like, fucking delicious. And all I could see was like the dirt in the people's nails. It was like pastrami statue or something. Dom Marie sent me that. She's like, oh, this is so good. And like,
Okay, I didn't send it to like say the delicious like that. I said it was like if it was a statue, I'm thinking like that's pretty awesome. Like they built something.
It was a tree. It was a charcuterie board tree with the pastrami meat and like.
Okay, that is cool. As in like a structure.
Yeah. And all I could see was like the dirty nails. I'm like, the people just serve that all the time. Like they just manhandle their meat and just serve it.
Like lots of them have kids and pets and might not have the same boundaries I do as to kids and pets near food I'm preparing for other people. Like,
yeah, I don't even share stuff with my own kid. Like, I'm not sharing stuff with your kid. I can't. Ew.
Yeah.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, like because Chris is on tour, I am just drinking Diet Coke tonight, and I'm drinking so many. I'm like chugging these, and my stomach hurts. So if I burp a lot, that's why.
That's cool. Sonia, what are you drinking?
Cool.
That's cool. That's great.
Disgusting. I tried to make my own Cranger Ale, and I did cranberry juice and Sprite, and it's not good. There is no alcohol because I work in the morning. We're pumping up some extra episodes just for you guys, and we can have a break. It's mostly for us, but we're blaming you. So I'm just obnoxious naturally today.
Nice.
I'm raw dogging the obnoxiousness.
Yeah, and it is a sober episode because I'm drinking just blackberry bubbly.
You're more fucking disgusting than I am.
Oh my god!
I'd rather drink this 100 times than drink that fucking.
Leave me alone and let me enjoy my static, okay?
I thought you were talking to somebody in your house. You're like,
no, I was looking over to see David turn the light off, so he's going to bed. But I'm just saying, like, let me drink my static.
Okay, let me drink my static.
There you go.
Have you seen the Poltergeist 2? I think it is the one with the TV.
Yeah.
So that sound is what your drink tastes like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Poltergeist TV. That's what
it's that / like, do you remember the color bars? And it goes on the TV.
When is like you stayed up too late? What it's like after the infomercials, but before morning cartoons.
Yeah,
it wasn't 24 hour. Back in the day when there wasn't 24-hour television.
Even now, your streaming services are like, "Are you still watching?"
They're assholes and creepy. Okay,
you should be able to like turn that off. Like maybe I just want background noise while I'm sad eating ice cream. Like
I put on a long series. And then Netflix only asks you once, and then you can click stop asking me. And then it will just play the rest of the series while I'm sleeping. And I'll wake up, it'll be like season 7, and I'm like, oh, perfect.
Perfect. I skip through all the bad stuff.
Down. I'm a champ.
Yep.
I've done so much already.
Exactly.
I guess we're picking a topic, eh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you got the wheel or what's going on? Like,
I don't know. We started off with me. I was thinking we could just talk about food.
Well, we can if you want to. If you want to just pick a topic like off your head, go for it. The topic
I can pick one.
Random,
yeah. Go, Dawn Marie.
Favorite Christmas snacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while. Obviously, crack. Not cocaine.
Oh, Christmas crack.
But Christmas crack, yeah. So good. I think
I'm so mad at Christmas crack right now. I literally just told you. Hershey's chocolate chips are the fucking worst.
The worst. Yeah.
Melt. The worst. The Chip-Its? Fucking worst.
So here I am making, I didn't even order them. I ordered store brand chocolate chips, but apparently they ran out. So I Instacart.
So everyone knows. Like everyone knows, don't buy Chip-Its. They don't melt.
Yeah. So now I have half melted, smeared, crushed chocolate chips on top of my Christmas crack. And I could, there wasn't anything I could do because the caramel was starting to burn. I was trying, these chocolate chips were in the middle of burning caramel and still not melting. So fuck Chip-Its, but I love Christmas crack.
Yeah, I use chocolate bars. I melt.
So you get the semi-sweet chocolate bars and you chop it up.
Milk chocolate.
Oh,
I like me a milk chocolate.
Yeah, I like milk
Smooth.
chocolate.
I have to
milk
do
chocolate.
semi-sweet. Milk chocolate's too sweet for me.
Semi-sweet.
If I could
is
get away
too
with dark
sweet.
chocolate, I would.
You could like mix it, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's what semi-sweet is, basically.
I find semi-sweet too sweet.
Semi-sweet too sweet? Really?
Yeah, milk chocolate
like-
is more creamier.
Isn't it like 40% cocoa instead of the 80 or 90 with dark? I don't know. Don't quote me.
What? 90 is like fucking make you vomit. One time,
No, it doesn't. I've had 80% and it's fine.
I got the kids. Like I like to get the kids to try new things. So they were younger and now they don't like it for this one reason. Like trying new things. I got like a 70% cocoa chocolate bar and I ate it. And obviously it's a little more potent than they're used to. And like Brandon, my son, instantly just fucking vomits everywhere. Like it was too intense. And like the other kids were like crying. Like just crying because I gave them this torture chocolate. And now whenever I give them something, they still remember that. They don't remember anything. They don't remember going to fucking Disney World, but they remember
Mommy poisoning them with chocolate.
Yeah, that's the kids'
Core memory.
Yeah, they don't care about the things you do for them. They care about the bad stuff you do. They always bring up like all these I've tortured my children. Apparently, I'm such a horrible mother. One time I made them Kraft Dinner, but instead of powdered cheese, I had like cake mix, and like I kind of like mixed it in. Like they were like kind of the same color. Like it was like and then I was like, oh shit, it was like a cinnamony smell. I'm like, it's okay, I'll just wash it. I'll just wash it off and start over. That taste doesn't come off. And so I gave them cheesy cinnamony Kraft Dinner. And
It's orange.
And now they'll never eat Kraft Dinner from me because
It might have cinnamon in it. You never know.
they always ask.
I
They're
have
like,
questions. I have questions.
Yeah,
First of all, how is your cake mix open at the same time as you're doing Kraft Dinner?
So I buy it from Bulk Barn.
Oh, okay.
Bags.
I'm
And
picturing boxes here, okay?
Yeah, no, and I was tired. 4 fucking kids going to school, going to work.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed the wrong bag and I just opened it. And then once I was mixing it, it was like a weird color. It wasn't going orange and it smelled cinnamony. So that
Okay, so my second question would be, what kind of fucking cake mix was it? Because I'm intrigued.
apple cinnamon. It's apple spice, something cinnamon spice, carrot.
Oh, spice cake, probably.
Yeah, probably. It was just like you add eggs and water bullshit. And,
Okay.
yeah.
I did look up the semi-sweet cocoa percentage. Yeah, and it has to be a minimum of 35, but can go up to 50.
Yeah, I figured it was 40 or something, yeah.
And is milk chocolate more or less? Than
Less.
semi-sweet? I think it's less. But
Well,
now we need to know. It's important.
Yeah. Us bakers need to know now.
I'm apparently not allowed to bake anything. Like, so when I make something, I always tell the kids Kyle did it.
Apparently it's the same, but it just also includes milk powder and more sugar.
Oh, okay. So it balances it out.
Yeah.
Wait, so milk chocolate has more sugar?
Yes.
Why do I find semi-sweet more sweet? That's so weird.
The title alone should have told you.
I think it's because the milk powder is like
sweetened too, probably.
like, yeah.
Creamy?
Or it makes it creamy, so you're not getting like sharp sweet. You're getting like creamy sweet. So it's like low,
different.
Yeah.
Even though the calorie part of the sugar is higher, it's flavor.
Yeah.
Well, for you, I think semi-sweet is not as sweet as milk.
Well, everybody
chocolate.
has different taste.
Yes.
Fucking tongues in their face.
Buds on your face.
And we're sober. That's I feel like, I don't know, maybe we're drinking, but I feel like when we're drinking, we're like more articulate. I don't know. Maybe that's just because like you just
Maybe it's because we're trying extra hard.
Oh yeah, now we're just.
I'm not fucking trying. What?
Now I'm like, this is sober brain. Like I can't screw up that much.
I can't say a single fucking word. Like,
Okay,
Probably
Christmas.
would have had our shit together if we were drinking.
Was it Christmas snacks or Christmas treats or what was the?
Yeah, just Christmas treats, snacks, whatever. Like Christmas shit.
Christmas shit.
I don't really eat a lot of like Christmas foods anymore, mainly because I was the only one that cooked them and I don't have time. So like the last 2 Christmases I've kind of like sold out a bit. But the one thing I always make is cinnamon buns because we eat them Christmas morning. So
Yes.
they're not particularly Christmas, but I feel like they're like really.
That's actually our tradition, except we don't make them. I normally buy them at Cinnabon. And is it Cinnabon? Yeah, Cinnabon. And I get them delivered Christmas Eve, and then I have them Christmas Day.
Nice. I find theirs are too like sweet for me. Like I can't.
Right, the center, they're like it's way too cinnamony. Like I know that's supposed to be like the best part, but like that's way too much. Too much.
Too much. Yeah, but you
Mine,
also
I don't
do
make
like savory ones too, right, Jessica?
Yeah, I do. I'll do like garlic and cheese buns using the same dough and that kind of stuff too. But I feel like the dough just needs to be really good. I don't like things that are too sweet, so I like a good dough with like just a hint of like I don't even put icing on them. So
Yeah.
You're all about the flavor, right? Don't hide it under sugar.
Yes, please.
I like shortbread cookies. Those are my favorite. Whipped. They have to be whipped.
I love shortbread cookies. That's like I used to only eat shortbread cookies, not as a Christmas thing, but like when I was 11 and had depression, that's when it started. I still have that shit, but I would always make shortbread cookies and then go for a nap. And my family just thought I was high, which is still troubling. 11-year-old being high all the time, but you know that's a different issue. But yeah, like that's all I would do. I would just shortbread cookie was the only thing I would eat for like, and Mr. Noodles. Was the only thing I would eat for like 4 years.
Mr. Noodles is my legit comfort food because there was periods of time where that was all I was eating too.
Yeah, same.
That's my go-to. If Kyle's not cooking for me, I'm eating Mr. Noodles.
Yep.
It's because it's easier. I don't have to do anything. And if I'm extra lazy, I'll just crunch them up and eat them like noodle chips. You just like crunch them and then put the sauce in. Yeah. And then you shake it.
Oh my God. So I was a really gross kid. And my mom would like make me Mr. Noodles, right? The chicken ones, of course. And I would take a piece of bread that's buttered and I would put my noodles in the middle and sandwich it and eat it like that.
That's not gross. That's good.
No, I'm thinking of the texture now, and I think I would vomit if I did that now. Because I'm like,
it's just like soup. And then like you don't dip your bread in soup.
no, the noodles. I'm not talking about the broth, but just the noodles in the bread.
So good.
No,
Yeah,
the texture right now, like back then when I was a kid, I didn't care. But now I think I'd vomit.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the noodles and the bread together. But I feel like it would also be good. Why? I feel like I got to give it a chance.
Okay, well,
like
now I'm giving you ideas. There you go.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
And then the hot sauce on the noodles, and then like you got some.
Okay, now that if you toasted the bread.
Yeah, see now we're making it a meal.
I used to eat like spaghetti sandwiches. You know,
spaghetti
spaghetti
I did that
on
too.
butter and bread, you know, like, and it's just wet noodles on buttered bread, but it tastes amazing.
Yeah.
But now I think about it like before.
Is the best. Yeah, fried. Oh man, the best part about spaghetti is like the sauce kind of like soaks into the noodle overnight in the fridge, and then in the morning you fry that shit up with like half a thing of butter and just like cheese, and then you put it on your plate. So good.
Now I want fried spaghetti.
Right? Like, That's what we're having for dinner for our Christmas. So Kyle's parents are here, and we're doing Christmas with them tomorrow, and we're having spaghetti for dinner.
Yay!
So that means the next day I get fried spaghetti for breakfast.
Sometimes I have fried spaghetti for like late night snack because I can't wait till breakfast.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I can't wait. But
So
yeah,
it depends how late I have my spaghetti, right? Like if I have it late, I'm obviously not going to have that as a late night snack. Then it becomes breakfast the next day.
No, it's a later night snack.
yeah, it
It's,
just
it's
takes
a
me,
3 a.m. snack now.
it takes me so long for like bread to no longer not bread, like well, I guess like all kind of like gluten to not
Carbs.
feel like a brick in my belly. So
Yeah.
like I have to like wait because then I'll cry. But I'm like, okay, the feeling finally went away. Let's have breakfast. And
Let's hurt it again.
yeah, and then the rest of the day, it's like a brick in my belly again. So it's
Damn.
food sensitivities. I don't care. I'm still eating it. It's not-
That's like every lactose intolerant person ever. They're like,
Yeah.
and they're like, I'm not eating cheese. I just
right? I'll
need to be
shit
near-
my pants.
Yeah,
Who
it's worth
cares?
it.
It is. Well, I don't. As I'm getting older, it's not. I'm like, I can't do that. It's like drinking and then getting up in the morning just willy nilly. Like my body just can't do that anymore. You're like, oh, I just need a couple hours to like walk it off or something. But like that's like now with pasta or breads, anything like that. I'm like, oh no, it's not good.
Oh no.
Oh no, can't walk it off.
I think I want to take a crack at making fudge this year. I haven't made it in so long. I don't even remember how, but I want to do it again.
I never make it good.
I know.
I think I just don't like fudge. I think that's the problem. It's like, and like it has a weird texture, like a moist but dry.
Mhm.
Like you know how
Yeah.
fudge is. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
like,
I know how
don't
fudge is,
like
yeah.
it. It's grainy with the sugar. I just
I
can't.
can't do like regular chocolate fudge. It has to be like one of the fancier ones,
Like
like
peanut butter
mint.
or mint.
No, ew, I hate peanut butter.
You're like, peanut butter.
Ugh.
Fucking
But like mint
weirdo.
chocolate or like score bar fudge, like I would eat that.
I don't think I like fudge. That's why.
I think with fudge, it's like I can only eat like a really small piece.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's really well.
Like,
It's like literally sugar.
yeah, so
pure
like
sugar.
more than that, then I start to feel sick. And the way I do it is I have to take like little like bites with like just my front teeth, just little shreds at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I
you
just
can't
eat
have
the
your
little
tongue
piece.
touch it.
No, and then I just eat it until it's like scraped by my teeth, and then it's all gone, and then I'm like, perfect.
Then
There,
why
I
are
ate
you
fudge.
eating it?
It's just the way
don't
to
eat
eat it. But
It's
if
social
it's only a
etiquette,
little
okay?
piece,
You
if
have
it's
to.
only a little piece, it's okay. It's just a little piece.
Yeah.
my
Fudge.
I make caramel popcorn. That's like
Oh,
a
I
big one I
love-
make every year.
Yes.
Caramel and nuts popcorn. So good. I think
What
there's a
kind
lot
of
of caramel
nuts?
stuff. Peanuts.
Ugh.
You don't like peanuts?
No, I don't.
But God, what the fuck's wrong with you
Should try
guys?
cashews. Cashews are good.
Ew, no, not in popcorn. I just
What's
feel that
the
that's weird.
cashews and peanuts are very similar. They're in the
No.
nut family.
No, they're just in the nuts. You're gonna like my nuts. No, there's different kinds. Like
Macadamia nut. Oh, that would be good.
macadamia.
Oh, I like that in a cookie.
Yeah,
It'd be
white
good as in
chocolate chip
popcorn.
macadamia nut cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the
Yes.
best. I used to wait for kids. Like I never make them myself because I don't want to have to roast the nuts or whatever bullshit. And there's nobody selling cookie dough this year. Like what kind of fucking bullshit is that? Like why?
Yeah,
Why-
I don't have a Macmillan's form. Sorry.
Yeah.
But when I do, I mean, I could buy it and then put it in my freezer for you.
No, this was the season. Like this is the season. It was supposed to be here already, and I'm supposed to be
sorry.
eating white chocolate macadamia nut cookie dough right now.
The fundraiser
not.
our school did was for fucking Cinnabon, and it wasn't even for like the Cinnabon like Cinnabuns. It was for a coupon. For
What?
yeah, so like you paid and you'd get a coupon that's technically worth more than what you donated, kind of thing. So like you get a discount on a 6-pack of Cinnabons, but you still have to go and pick them up.
No.
And I'm like, no, why am I doing this? I'm not gonna do. I didn't donate, so hopefully that a lot of other parents felt the same, and they
won't do it next year. Yeah,
exactly. Oh my!
There
God,
used to be like these books and stuff. Like back in our day, there was so much. See, schools still didn't have funding.
They were just more creative about it.
Yeah, they got like these booklets with like wrapping paper and like gift baskets, and,
magazine subscriptions.
Yeah, we don't. There's now it's fucking Little Caesars.
Yeah,
hey, Little Caesar one's okay. It's okay.
Fucking cinnamon bun coupons. What?
Okay, coupons. That one's stupid.
They still have the really shitty chocolates. They're
yeah.
always
Yes.
selling, like
No, but the chocolate covered almonds was always good.
it's such poor quality. Never good.
I don't care. It was delicious. I ate
Now
like
it's like
boxes and boxes
$5
of
a
them.
box.
And
When we were-
it's like you
our
get
age
like
was, like,
6
$1.
almonds.
Yeah, and less.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. See, the 90s for where it was at. Okay, like after the 90s, that's it.
What, do you prefer glossettes, like chocolate covered almonds then?
Not that kind. Not glossettes. That's gross.
Oh.
But I do love chocolate covered almonds. There used to be this kind. I think it is Hershey's. I know we're hating on Hershey's right now, but they have like a chocolate covered almond that they bring out on Christmas. Like big fucking bag. It's like super delicious. Since I moved to New Brunswick, I haven't been able to like find it.
You should have got Marlene to pick it up for you.
That's what she said to me. She's like, you should have told me to bring it. I was like, I didn't think about it.
Next year.
Next time. Yeah, she brings me drugs. Like, so
I mean, that's
a
pretty
win.
good.
yeah, like Tylenol ones. We should
Yeah.
get this here.
My mother-in-law does
Need
the
a-
same for me. She's like, I got you drugs, and I'm all like, that's why you're my favorite.
Yeah, here you're not allowed anything apparently, because you can make meth with it. I guess I don't know, but Tylenol ones, you need a prescription here. You can't just buy them,
How dare they?
right? Like, how dare you try to keep people safe?
That reminds me of when we were at Vegas, and I was trying to buy cold meds, and they wanted ID, and I was losing my shit. I was like, it's cold meds.
From Target. They
Yeah,
were
and I tried to get Jessica to show her ID.
I know. They're like, you look like a fucking crackhead. We need ID. Like, what does that mean? Like, what is the ID gonna do? Like, I'm still gonna
Right?
make my meth with it. Like, it's like it
What, is it a bunch
doesn't
of underage kids making meth? Like,
matter. Is that an issue there? Like, you got like children making meth with their cold meth?
I mean, part of it is also they probably have cameras focused on them. So if they open your ID, then the camera might see it briefly. So that
I don't know.
be
It's not
another.
going to stop me from making the meth.
There's a guy on the other end of the camera who's on our watch list.
Yeah.
So, staller, we're on our way.
I don't think it's that intense that it's like live. It's more like, oh, they caught you doing meth, and they might like go, where did he bought cold
They gotta
meds
like
at
trace all the
Target.
like ingredients and like where I bought them. Like,
Well, they might just look at like most recent purchases, and they're like, oh, Target, let's look at the camera.
on the Vegas Boulevard Strip. Like, do you know how many people go there? Oh, that would be insane.
Yeah, but
That'd
they
be
only have
insane.
to look at your bank statement.
That's right. They only need to find you.
And then it gives them the whole address. Like they're not looking at a bunch of
But that would take
people.
forever because like you have to like
It would
Yeah.
be timed. It'd be time stamped. So that would give them a rough estimate of where you were at what
Your name
time.
would be.
but
in
they
the
still need to
database.
get warrants and shit
Yeah.
to get your information. They
don't.
can't just
They don't
in
need
the
warrants for
states.
information.
They just need
Even here
probable
they
cause. Watching you catching you near
There's-
a meth lab. That's enough probable cause.
There's no warrant for information. It's to do anything about it and to go into your private property.
And from private companies, like private companies can do what they want, and technically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Target's a
Target
private
is-
company. So if you walked in there and they filmed you, well, hey, they're allowed to.
Yeah. You're allowed.
Yeah, but like to get my bank statements, that's like my private bank account. They would
You
have to like
used-
contact the
You
bank.
used it there. No, because the number.
But the bank is
shared among
Canadian,
things.
not even the US. So like now we're getting tricky with like federal laws.
No, because the people who work there can't see your number, but the machines can. So the
Yeah.
computer can be like, this number bought this. But
Huh?
they don't actually do it by bank statements. They do it by your face. They go, Dawn Marie Thompson.
Oh yeah, there's
This
so
bitch
much
here.
facial recognition.
Yeah,
technology.
she went to Walmart and she bought this. Like, you'd be already on a watch list. It wouldn't be like a first offender thing. You'd be already on a list. Like,
Well, now I am probably like.
it wouldn't be like, oh, this girl looks suspicious. Let's follow her around. It'd be like, no,
Ugh.
you've been arrested. Kind of.
Now I'm
bullshit.
like complicit in your crime because I was
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'll
helped.
pay.
Yeah, you helped Dawn Marie make meth.
I'm an accessory.
Yeah.
Is it just meth you make with cold meds? Now I need to look it up. I'm going to my. Oh my god! I'm gonna
Sudafed? Well, it wasn't even like the meds that you use to usually make meth, which is Sudafed.
yeah,
Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't even that. It was like Tylenol cold or something.
And flu.
Yeah.
Like it just made no sense. It was ridiculous. But we could go around the corner and probably buy a gun, no problem. But like,
well, I mean, I think you still need ID for that though. In Vegas.
not if I go to a person and be like, "Yo, do you have an extra gun on you? I'll give you 500." He's like, "Yeah, here."
No,
like-
that's my favorite thing about gun shows is like gun shows don't have to follow the same laws that like the states usually require. Like some of the states have background checks and stuff. If you go to a gun show, they don't do any of that shit, and you can just like buy these guns and like take them home, even if that's across the state.
So see what I mean? Like,
America.
fuck yeah.
Okay, hold on. What drug? It's like, oh, this is what's in Tylenol. What am I looking for? What drug can I
Flags, we're
make?
searching
What drug?
this.
Yeah, what
I-
drugs make meth, or what cold drugs make meth?
Okay, I said, what drug can I make with Tylenol? It doesn't show me.
Yeah, I don't know if they're.
What's the ingredients to meth?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. What? How do you make meth? Let's go. How do you make meth?
Are you
Like-
incognito, or is this just?
No, this.
full-
Oh my god, my kids will find out. It's fine.
It's for science.
The Oxford Treatment Center says how meth is made, and cutting, manufactured. There you go. See, if Oxford wants me to know, then
Okay.
methamphetamine, it's a Schedule II controlled substance.
That's good.
Yeah, crystal meth addiction. I don't want to know about crystal meth. Do I want to know? Meth's primary ingredients is ephedrine. So that's the
Sudafed.
stuff in like cold meds, isn't it? And,
yeah, that's the main.
and
thing is Sudafed.
pseudoephedrine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah, that's Sudafed,
come from
yeah.
over-the-counter cold medications and weight loss products.
So the
so-
ID for weight loss too.
I'm gonna guess. You want listen here, you fat bitch. I know you're trying to lose weight.
We
Show
need
me
that
your
ID.
Oh, it's combining pseudoephedrine with other chemicals that are often poisonous or highly flammable. It is added to a solvent such as gasoline and heated to crystallize.
The more you know.
And the
I hope,
heating process is the dangerous part.
Yeah,
I hope our
Because you have to wear a
audience-
mask and shit when you're making crystal meth. At
you,
least that's
you
what
don't
the
have
movies
to,
say.
but you should.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this stuff is so bad for the environment. 1 pound of meth produces up to 6 pounds of toxic waste. Don't do meth. It's so bad. Captain Planet should be like, meth is bad, guys. Don't do it.
Environment. Meth is hurting the environment. Fuck the people. The environment.
Yeah, no, now I don't care. Yeah, I was like, do meth. It's fine. I don't give a shit. But now I care. Oh my god, don't do meth. Before I was like, do you, boo, whatever. But like,
yeah,
no.
like I don't care what drugs you do. Just don't hurt the environment.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
yeah.
I'd want to know, I guess, what the toxic waste is for like all of these sort of drugs, especially compared to like when they're made by like big drug organizations that have full on systems versus just a couple guys making it in a basement. You know, like I want to know the
That's the ratio,
individual
yeah.
output and that
Yeah, like
kind of stuff,
methadone. I want to know how they make methadone.
right? Like, you know.
You want me to make that? Like, I'm not making. How do I make methadone? Like, we make weed. That's like zero toxicity, whatever. Because like, we cut it, and then whatever. But then when we don't use, goes into our compost. So like, it goes back to like fertilizer and stuff. So I make zero weight. Well, I guess it's the power consumption.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Because
That
that's what I was
word.
gonna say. For like bigger grow houses, it's usually
Mhm.
the amount of water you be
And
consumption
hydro.
and the amount of electricity. Yeah.
That's
The
how they used to catch grow houses, is because they'd watch the bills.
And then travel, like for people that like if they're a big grow house, they'll have transporting in different places that adds gas. So it's really hard to like ethically consume on a mass sketch.
That's right. That's why mass farming is so bad for the environment, and that's why we should all do community pods of farming and food consumption and sharing resources. Like, it's great, but like if we have something and people over here don't have it, it's great to share. But like you should still be trying just pods. People should be in pods. Like whales are in pods and they're doing great. Like, so
they're doing fantastic.
I do have a Christmas treat that I never understood kind of its popularity, and I hate it, but it always seems to be like the butt of the joke around Christmas, and that's fruitcake.
Oh yeah,
I like fruitcake.
I don't.
No, not.
Are you not
the maraschino cherries and stuff?
Oh,
no.
the cherries. Oh yes, I love those cherries. If I could make them in as many desserts as possible, I love them. On top of like Empire cookies too. You just like with just like shortbread sandwich and like
no, I put jam in the middle of my Empire. I would never put
you put the cherry on top.
You can do jam.
I guess you can, but
yeah, because I do it. So yeah, no, Marcia, those fucking cherries are gross.
But you can do real fruit, like you do nuts, you do pieces of apple, brown sugar. It's so good. It's just like it's like banana cake.
I don't like banana cake either. I feel like my fruit shouldn't be in my pastry, really, unless it's like already like a jam or a, I don't like chunks.
Like, yeah, I can.
So you wouldn't like pineapple upside down cake then?
No, I would not.
I love that shit.
Apple pie? Do you like apple pie?
Okay, I like apple pie, but it's not really a cake, right? It's mostly apple, and I prefer
it's all filling, right?
Yeah, and then I prefer apple crumble.
Oh, I love apple crumble. I like to make it like a date square. For your apple crumble, do you cook the apple before you bake it? Do you fry it first?
Yes.
You gotta soften it.
It's a very heavy top. Like there's people like how they make it here. There's like there's these people here.
The people here.
They're a type of people, not bad people, but they all have the same cooking methods for something. And their apple crumble, they don't cook the apples first. So after you bake it, it's still kind of raw. And people love it. And I'm like, ugh. I can't.
No, it's like that hurts my teeth. Just thinking it has to be soft.
Yeah,
I don't like chunks.
Women from the same community. Yeah, so like it's
So then, do you not
great
like
people? They're nice, but they just all cook the same. They make breads the same. They're like yeah.
So I have a question for Jessica. Then, do you not like peach cobbler?
I don't like peach.
That's true too. Frank.
So picky.
I know.
No, there is.
You guys are. I'm like this. You're like no. I'm like this. No. This. No. That makes you picky. Just
okay, but there's a lot I
food.
do eat. I just find substitutes.
What's your substitute for chunks?
Soft food.
She's like puree that shit. All right, like
puree it. Yeah,
like
applesauce. All right, fuck the chunks. Applesauce goes.
Applesauce.
That would be a good applesauce. Because if you make it like a date, where you got your brown sugar oatmeal, applesauce, or like an apple puree, and then the top layer of your like oatmeal crumble thing, that would actually be real good.
Mm-hmm. See, not a bad, thing to hate.
Yeah, you make it like you make the filling, but then you like blend it and like boil it to thicken it. Oh yeah, takes a lot of more work, but I think that's gonna be real good.
We'll have to test it out.
For science. Our Christmas is next week. We're pumping these out early, so we do our Christmas the winter solstice. Like we stay up all night with junk food and stuff we've baked all day. Something that we make that like I absolutely love, and I just forgot the fucking name for it.
Is it the chocolate cluster?
Describe it.
No, it's not chocolate, but I do like the macaroons.
Yeah.
Macarons. Macaroons is a sandwich. Macaron is the
macarons
coconut-based.
yeah.
Yeah, chocolate
Macarons.
clusters.
Chocolate macaron. No, clusters are different. Clusters are like nuts.
There's
and
so
shit.
many names for them,
They
okay?
call them like haystacks in the States.
Yeah.
Chocolate haystacks.
You can't steal French shit and then name it something else, okay?
It's because their macarons are like the sandwich cookie things.
Those are called macaroons.
That's macaroons.
Well, they call the macarons, right? Yeah, macarons. Macarons chocolate. Macaron is the a macaron is a sweet meringue based confection.
Oh no, macaron. Yeah, macaroon is the
it's the chocolate
coconut
one.
Yeah,
but that doesn't in the States. They just call those haystacks.
Haystacks.
They don't like.
yeah. So macaron is the at least they're calling
Cookies.
macarons properly.
Yeah, they got something right. Thank God.
Yeah. No, we call them macaroons.
But what was the other thing you wanted? That you
I was like, oh, I started off with this whole thing. We do our Christmas and we do this, and it just I'm not gonna forget. Oh, I'm making chips. Like this is something different, something new. I'm doing something new. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
We live in potato country, and I bought like a 50-pound bag of potatoes, and I'm not storing them properly, I guess. And I'm like, oh fuck, I need to use all these potatoes. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make chips. And everybody's getting their own individual bag of chips.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I don't know why I forgot. Well, to be fair, it's 11 here. And it's been a long week, but yeah. So yeah, our Halloween. Oh my God, our Christmas. And it's funny because my work is like, oh, do you want to take Christmas off? I was like, yeah, I'll take the 21st off. Why not? Well, this is the 22nd I would need off. And she's like, no, Christmas Day. I was like, oh no, we don't fucking celebrate Christmas Day. Like that. Can I take my holiday off? Like, is that something I'm allowed to do? But no, I can only take off the religious ones.
That's why I love when people talk about the war on Christmas. Like, like a lot of like the Christians.
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
And I'm always like, you guys get your Christmas is a federal holiday. What war is there? There's so many other holidays around Christmas that don't get recognized, and they cannot take those days off work. Like, it's like,
no, I was like,
what?
I don't celebrate Christmas. Like, so can I celebrate the winter solstice? And it was no.
Because it's not recognized,
Although in Ontario, they have to let you take off your religious holidays. You don't get paid like you do Christmas, but
they have to give you, they do have to give you the time off if you request it.
Yeah, they can't be like, no. But
most of the time, people that are going to request it off are going to be like, oh, I kind of need that money. Damn it.
That's that's why I got.
And depending on when it is, in order to get your like federal Christmas Day pay, you have to work your shift before and your shift after. So if you try to take one of those days off, that'll count as you not working it.
Yeah. So I would take off the Friday, the 22nd, because the winter solstice is the 21st. So you stay up all night, and then I would need the next day off. And no, because then Monday is Christmas Day. So then I wouldn't get paid. But I work Christmas Day anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, not for you, so it's fine.
Yeah. A good time and a half.
Yeah. Oh, I loved working Christmas when I could.
Isn't it double time and a half for Christmas Day?
No.
You get your pay plus you make time and a half for the hours you work.
Yeah, so that's double time and a half.
Technically it comes to double time and a half, but it's not. You're only working time and a half, but then you get your regular Christmas pay you would have got even if you didn't work.
Yeah, but that's considered double time and a half because time and a half is just.
I don't think I get paid for that here. I don't get extra pay. I just get paid like I worked time and a half. Like, so I get my normal hours plus half of that each hour. So like,
yeah. So like, holiday pay is varied depending on where you worked and stuff like that. So like when I worked at Pizza Hut, however much I got paid on the holiday was my average shift. So I'd work between 3 and 5 hours a day. So my average shift came to like 4 point something. And so that's what my federal pay would be on Christmas Day. And if I had worked Christmas Day, then my first 4 hours would be double time and a half. And then after that, it's just time and a half. Because I was getting paid those anyway.
I don't get a holiday pay. They say that's in your hourly wage. I work in the caregiver positions. I don't get any like benefits, nothing, no paid time off, and my holiday pay is within my hourly wage, which is already below the country's average.
Yeah.
You need a better like company. God damn.
But there isn't. There probably isn't. Like,
there isn't. Like, it's an average. Sure, if I move to like a big city, which is like Fredericton, there's only like 1 or 2 big cities here. Maybe
there's 3 big lucky, cities there.
Like if I go into like the hospitals.
Yeah.
But then it is a lot more work.
Yes.
I do, but like really not. I still do a lot. But and I don't get paid enough. I feel like other people with this job before I had this job didn't get paid enough.
I agree with you. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. But it's a job, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to work.
So fucking so sad. Like I always like wonder. I mean, I couldn't look for a job at this point anyway because I need to be home for our youngest. But it's like the landscape out there for work is so scary, and like I have an education. You know, you have an education, but it's just there's nothing.
Yeah, I didn't even apply for this position. I applied for something completely different. But I was so like desperate for work. I was like, I'll fucking take it. I don't care. I was like, yeah.
Well, you hear of like people that are applying for like hundreds of jobs a day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
So. Yeah. Well, you're still not getting paid anything. That's the problem too. Is like, do I want to work for $14?
Yeah.
Like, do I not going to make a living? What's the point, right? Like,
yeah, like if I'm going to just kill myself not being able to provide anything, like if I can't, well, like retail, for example, Walmart, you work so much on your feet all day, like you're not allowed to sit. It's disgusting. Like it's so hard on you, and you get minimum wage, and you can't even afford to buy groceries there. Well, you're still need to like substitute. Like, what is that? Like,
because Walmart is the biggest welfare queen out there. They directly benefit from country's social services and social assistance because it keeps them from having to pay their workers because their workers can go on other, government programs. Like in the States, they'll go on like, food stamps, which then they spend at Walmart.
Where they work.
So the Walmart gets to not pay them and also gets government money at the same time. It's like, wow, really exploiting the system there.
Yeah, because a lot of people will buy their groceries when they work at a grocery store. They will buy them at work so they don't have to go somewhere else. And so not only am I not getting paid anything, but you're getting all my money. You know a company that's so bad for that? I don't know if we mentioned on the show before, but Tim Hortons. They hire migrant workers and do housing for them, like an apartment building. And they take most of their pay, which is less than a Canadian citizen would make. And it goes towards their living expenses. So they're working so hard, and Tim Hortons is taking their money for rent. And if they were to get another job, they lose that apartment. Like it's disgusting. And a lot of places, it's no longer farming places that do that, but like KFC does that. Other types of restaurants, they hire migrant workers to have below minimum wage, and their money gets taken back for the rent and stuff. Like I don't understand how that's fucking legal, but
because company towns are starting to come back. They're starting to make a rise again. They were a thing in the past, and then we realized, hey, that's kind of exploitive. But now they're like coming back, where like small towns are being like bought out like the land, everything from like corporations that are then like, oh, work for us, we'll move you and your family into this house, but then you're fucked because you can never leave.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you work for the company job, you buy from the company store, you live in the company house, and that's it. Like, they're not going to ever pay you enough to save.
Isn't that
Yeah.
military?
Yeah, military is another one.
Yeah.
But
Like, I hear we'll move into this town. We'll give you no money, but here's a house that if you live somewhere else, you couldn't afford it.
yeah.
Yeah. And make your kids go to a certain school, and
Yeah. There's
On
about
the base.
2,000 of these industry-based communities in America. Although many no longer exist, there are about 12 towns that are still running. There's a few. They're there.
Cochrane is Ontario is trying to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Kyle, he's like, okay, listen, we'll buy the land, but then there'll be no jobs. I was like, yeah, but we'll buy it and just wait like 10 years. And then, you know, all the other people, he's like, you probably can't. It'll probably be you buy it and then you have to build right away. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, for those that are listening, Cochrane, Ontario is selling land, bits of land for like around $10.
Not yet, though. It's a program
yet.
they're trying to get in place.
Yes.
The government is like, yeah, let's do it. The like town of Cochrane, Ontario, like the mayor, what is that called? The council, town council people? Yeah.
Councilman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we want to get this in place. So it's the government. So who knows when this will actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so continue. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I was just wanting to make sure the listeners knew what we were talking about.
Yeah,
And it's like northern Ontario a bit.
It's only 7. Dawnbury is like 7 hours from Hamilton.
Yeah.
It's like it's polar bear country. It's not. You gotta
It's
go
not.
about
No,
20 hours.
See that
north.
there's whatever.
I know, it was so cute. You're like, it's so far north.
I didn't. I didn't say it was so
20
far north.
hours.
I said it's 7 hours north.
No, you
Yeah.
said there's polar bears.
Yeah, you're
But
like,
no,
No, I said that they have habitation for polar bears. They're known for fucking taking care of polar bears.
they're not.
They are.
You're not even in Nunavut yet. Like 20
No,
hours
okay,
later,
I'm
you
not
hit
saying
Nunavut.
that they actually have wild polar bears. They have like a SeaWorld, but polar bears. They have their own polar bear like thing. Jesus.
Do they?
zoos. I
Yes.
don't think so.
I've never been to Cochrane.
Cochrane. I just love that name now. I just like fucking Cochrane.
Oh, she's right. They do have the Cochrane Polar Bear Habitat refugee. It's the only nonprofit organization that provides sanctuary to polar bears in need of human care. It's the world's only. So
It's so fucking hot there. I don't know how the hell are the polar bears like, hey. Like,
well, I'm sure the polar bears are like. I mean, I've never seen a happy polar bear in a habitat.
Yeah, no, you don't really see many happy animals at all in the habitat.
Yeah,
No, I just feel like that's not the proper climate for them.
maybe they artificially.
I'm pretty sure they do, right? Make
Yeah.
artificial like
I would have
Arctic.
to all
Yeah.
year. Like
Yeah.
even the winters, even though it's north, it's not that north. It's probably the same north
No.
I am. Like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was like trying to say. And you're all like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "No, I don't mean like they actually have like polar bears roaming."
Fucking
No.
polar bears.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up this chat. I want.
Oh, you need to know. You need to know
exactly how
Okay,
this
we were like
polar
all
bear.
have to sleep this morning, and we're like fucking Dawnbury's polar bears. Yeah.
I'm just like, but polar bears. Like, I didn't mean like they're roaming or anything.
Are you sure? Because I remember.
I know. I
okay.
remember. That's how I remember. That's how I took it for sure. Was
Yeah.
like it's not that far north, Dawnbury.
Okay,
Like it's
and
so far.
so we were talking about the buying the land, everything like that. Then Sonia sends an article with more details, and then Dawn says, I'd only consider is for the polar bears, lol.
Yeah, to go see them. Like at the
Okay.
sanctuary.
And then Sonia says it's not that far north, lol. Dawn's like, it's 7 hours.
I didn't mean like
7
saying
hours.
how
is like
far north it is for me.
Okay, so we
North
still
Pole
haven't
north.
clarified that she meant in the zoo. Okay, I just want to put that out there. Okay, so
Yeah.
then I'm like, plus polar bears will eat you on sight. Them bitches be starving. Scarier than other bears. Sonya's like, 7 isn't that far north, lol. This is where Dawn comes back in to clarify. Let's see if she mentions zoo in here.
I don't.
They are known to being the most aggressive, yeah, but also so pretty. Damn, Coca-Cola commercials making them adorable. And this is where Sonya tries to convince her to get a Great Pyrenees, in which Dawn says no, and I'm not getting a polar bear either. Still don't know about a zoo. And then we
Okay,
switch
but to be
topics.
fair, most of our conversations work like that.
Yeah,
There's no clarification ever.
clarification. We're like, we never know what's going on.
No.
Ever. We're just like riding the like conversation high. We're like, I'm socializing, and that's it. And then we go on our way.
We never say bye and we never say hello. It's just a constant stream of thought.
I thought you guys
Yeah.
knew that there was a sanctuary there. Like I thought you guys knew. Like
Why would
when
I
you watched the
know?
TikTok,
I didn't know that.
but I sent the video. It says so in the TikTok. That's why.
Watch the video.
I saw $10 Cochrane land thing and I was like, oh yeah, I already heard about that. Like, so I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
watch
I
it.
Okay,
was like,
well,
oh,
in the video they talk about the sanctuary.
Yeah, well, see, we all don't care about information.
I was just like, I'm not buying land there anyway.
Yeah, like I don't care. I was like, oh, maybe they'll do it with Southern Ontario. Yeah,
No, they'll never.
Never going back to
Never.
$10
No.
a piece
Never.
of land.
10
Listen, I
million,
was just
baby.
trying to look out for Sonya. She wants back in Ontario. This might be her only way. Okay.
7 hours. I can get to Montreal from here.
Yeah.
So like that's halfway to you guys. So
Yeah.
I'd still be really far away with shitty weather. But
Yeah.
you know, I can take a
You
bus.
still got shitty weather there. Like it's
I know that's what I mean. I'll still be the
Yeah.
same. Like I'll still be pretty far. But I'm not 16 hours far. I'm
Yeah.
not like take a whole plane ride. I'm not gonna take a plane for 7 hours.
Where would you
No.
catch a plane in Cochrane? Where's the nearest airport?
I would have to take like a go
Timmins.
bus to
Timmins might be the
Toronto.
nearest one.
Or to North Bay, Sudbury,
It's like right by Timmins.
Pickering. Yeah, that whole area. You're not allowed chickens in that area. Pickering, Kingston, those areas, they're like it's farmland, and there a lot of the cities are like no chickens. No
So
chicken. 'cause
weird.
Big Chicken is on it. They're like, we need to have these
Yeah.
laws.
Yeah.
And we talked
you,
about
Gucci.
this in our one whole episode about our whole chicken plans.
Yeah, everyone gets a chicken. You get
Everyone.
a chicken. We're Oprah. We're Oprahing those chickens. You get a chicken. I give my chickens away too. Like we grow the chickens, and I'm like, you want a fucking chicken to lay eggs for you?
Here's your starter chicken.
Here's your
Yeah.
here's your starter chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I give eggs away.
Perfect.
And like plants that will eventually turn into fruit trees, but you gotta wait 20 years. But the point is, here you go.
You gotta start
kidding.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Do we have
Just
any
planting down
last
the road.
minute Christmas
Oh,
treats?
the oranges, I just found this
Oh,
year,
the chocolate oranges, the terry
Yeah.
chocolates.
There's popping candy ones.
Ooh.
They better have them next year. So there was one year where the Eggies did popping candy Eggies.
Yes.
I was like, these are the fucking amazing best shit
Yeah.
ever. I should have bought it in stock and like froze them for the last 10 years because never again. It was so Terry oranges now has popping candy in their oranges. And I was like, oh yes. I don't know why. It's just like the sensation of that
Yeah.
in your mouth is like
Yeah.
real good.
It's almost like ASMR.
A little
Yeah.
bit, but I don't have to listen to people go,
Yeah, no, it's just
I
it's
fucking hate
your
that.
own. You can like control the volume by whether or not you keep your mouth open or closed.
yeah,
you
you're,
know?
nah. Yeah. Listen, nah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll end it there. We kind of went.
We didn't talk really anything about Christmas trees.
Half the episode was about food, and the other half was about polar bears now. But
polar bears, meth,
and landowners' rights.
Yeah, this episode covered it all.
Yeah.
So we want to once again thank our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Make sure to check out our Patreon if you don't follow us. You can get a shout out here if you sign up as a VIP Patreon, but we have tons of stuff even at the lowest tier. We have a print to play game. How long is that going to be free for before it's Patreon only?
I think we're going to give people to the end of January. I think download it. And then, because we're going to be starting a new tier on Patreon, which is just like a supporter tier that gets all written stuff and little graphics like that we make.
Yeah. So if you ever want to be a lush, you can download your own cards and play it with your friends. And if you do, make sure to video it or take pictures and tag us in it, because we retweet, repost, reshare, restory everything.
Yeah, whatever, man.
We're tagged in.
Yeah, you tag us in it. Or use like the hashtag lushes, and we will find it, and we will whatever we have to do on social media. Whatever
we will share the shit out of it.
However, social media works, we'll do it.
We'll do our best.
We're old. We're learning.
I know, it's so bad. So bear with us these next few episodes. We are doing this for you. We still have lots to say. We're just exhausted because it's the holidays. And January 12th. Is going to be our 100th episode live stream. So make sure to follow us on all the socials to listen out for that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.